Hey everybody, how's it going? Back again, and today I have a Gamecube controller. It's an official one. I got it from Japan off eBay. These are really hard to come by in the US because everybody's absolutely after them to play Smash and stuff. It's great, and it matches my purple Gamecube, except the sticks are a little bit chewed up and nasty. So I want to place these sticks. It's super easy. And I figured I'd make a video showing you how. So all you need really are these $1 replacement C-stick and analog stick. Got this for $1 off eBay. Came with 2 of each, so I could do another controller if I wanted. And the first step is you need a tri-wing screwdriver. Nintendo always makes these special little annoying screws that you can't just use a regular Phillips head on. See how there's 3 like that? So you're gonna also need to order, some kind of Nintendo screwdriver. You can literally just search Nintendo screwdriver, and they should have something for you. Now I already took this apart, so let me just put the camera over here really quick. Hey. Okay. So really easy. Got the replacement sticks down there. Got it unscrewed already. There's 6 screws in the back. I try to keep them, how they were originally, like which screw went where. So I've got them all laid out on the carpet right there. And then you can just pull it apart. Now this is much easier to deal with than, say, a PS2 controller where you have to realign both shoulder buttons for each side, R1 and R2. It's much easier. Nintendo stuff tends to be sturdier anyway. So after you take the back half off, this is mostly just plastic. It should have the R buttons and stuff already there. I cleaned this controller thoroughly already. I washed all the plastic, and then this half is going to look like that. So now what you want to do is, while holding it face down so that the rest of the face buttons don't come out, you can take it by this motor here, and you have to sort of grab the plastic housing. You can just pull this out, and then you don't have to take the rest of the buttons out. They're all still there. I don't know if you can really see under my fingers. So you can put this down, and now you have the board of the controller itself. And this is super easy. So this may look complicated. You're like, how do I get these sticks off? You literally just, being careful not to rip out any electronic components off the board, you grab the plastic cap and you just pop it off. Super easy. It has a little slot that goes under this peg right here, and this device is the analog stick, and the same for the C-stick. You just pop it off. So we got the old sticks off. I'm gonna get replacement ones here. These are pretty authentic too. I mean, they feel like they're pretty rubbery and decent. They may not be quite as authentic as the real OEM Nintendo ones. I sound like a car enthusiast. OEM. But you want to make sure that you align the groove with there. So you just snap it on. Now you got a new thumbstick. It feels great. I'm going to do the same for the C-stick. Just making sure to align. I don't know if you can see that little pattern. There's a little tiny nub at the top, and that means it'll be facing upwards. So you just pop that on there, give it a wiggle, make sure it feels right, and we're gonna pop this back into the front half of the controller. Just make sure that all the other buttons are still there, nothing fell out, especially that Z button can be kind of tricky, but that's still there. All the rubber is there, so we're gonna slide this back into the housing. There's no other screws holding this in. On some different consoles controllers, you'll find that this logic board is, screwed in to the plastic to hold it better, but Nintendo managed to do without this time. So I'm gonna put the vibration motor back in. This can be a little tricky. You basically have to rotate it like this until you find which way it will sit having the lowest profile in there, because it's not quite exactly circular. You want to make sure that this cable is intact and it's not getting squished by anything. And lastly, you know, before you put the back on, you want to make sure that this is tucked into, there's little pegs down here, and you just want to make sure that your wire goes out here nicely so that you don't sandwich it. And I just knocked my Z button out, so now I have to realign that. You always want to make sure that it clicks nicely before you put the controller back together. Same goes for if you took apart the L and the R. It should be fine unless you're planning on doing a full clean, where I unscrewed this black part. So just make sure that when you snap everything back together, like so. So GameCube controllers tend to be really nice and easy. Give everything a click and make sure it feels clicky. And there you go, brand new sticks. And we can take the crappy ones and throw them away. And that is how you replace the sticks on a GameCube controller. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.